Welcome to Raising the Digital Future with Kalinda Reyna. Hi everyone, my name is Kalinda Reyna and welcome to this edition of Raising the Digital Future. Thanks for joining us today. We're going to talk about a topic that I find very difficult as a mother, and I imagine you as a parent will find difficult as well. However, it's really important for us to be thinking about and be aware of for our kids as we're raising them online. And that's the topic of online predators. That issue really got international awareness in 2007 with the death of Carly Ryan, who was an Australian schoolgirl who had been chatting on MySpace with what she thought was an 18-year-old boyfriend. Unfortunately, that was actually a predator who met her in person and murdered her. I know that's a lot to take, but it's important for us as parents to understand the significance of the danger of online grooming and predators who may be trying to reach out to our children through the devices they're using, quite honestly, on a daily basis today. So what can we as parents do? There's not a lot of laws out there, and there's not a lot of ways to actually protect our kids, other than doing what I think is really hard, and that's having a tough conversation about online stranger danger. So with that, I want to go through a couple of tips for you as parents to help prepare us and arm us in protecting our kids from these dangers. So first and foremost, as I said, have that tough conversation. And what does it look like? It's talking to your kids about the fact that not everyone online is friendly, and not everyone online is who they say they are. They may think they're talking to a 12-year-old child in another part of the world, but that could very well be a 50-year-old adult who's actually stalking them. So letting them know without frightening them that they need to be really thoughtful about who they're connecting with online. Secondly, educate yourself and your kids about what information they should and shouldn't be sharing online. I think this is a tough one for us as adults even to recognize what might be too much to share online. And I explained this recently to my own kids that simply having their first and last name and the city they live in was enough to actually get their address and figure out where they live. So talk to your kids about when they're talking with people who are not people they know in the real world, they're chatting with those people online or in any way interacting with them. Be thoughtful about not sharing pictures or other information that might help identify them. Third, require your kids to copy you on all communications they have with an adult. That's really difficult in a chat context, and we'll get to that next. But in the context of email, it's not that hard for your children to know that they're required to have you CC'd anytime they're having a conversation with a teacher, a Boy Scout troop leader, or any other adult they might be interacting with in their lives. So make sure that your children understand that even though they're growing up, especially as they become preteens and teens, it's important to keep you copied on those emails. Fourth, review the apps and games that your children are using before you give consent to see if they have open chat. And chat, I think, is one of the most dangerous places for us parents to protect our kids from predators because we are not able to stay on top of what is happening at all times. So I suggest you do some random checks of chat that might be happening. Some of the apps our kids are using today, like Discord, they might be doing online gaming with Fortnite or Valorant. These are places where chat is available. So talk to your kids about making sure that they are keeping their chats small to people they know in school or friends they know from activities outside of school, but not including others outside of that circle. And if they do include others outside of that circle, remind them again that they may not be dealing with someone who is being honest with them about their age or who they are. And finally, it's a lot for us as parents to have to keep track of what our children are doing online and to protect them at all times. So if you feel it's appropriate for your family, there are options in terms of monitoring apps. Some of the ones that I've heard of are Net Nanny, Bark, and My Mobile Watchdog. So those may be things you want to look into for your family. With that, I hope that these tips are helpful for you and your family and help to keep you all safe. If you've enjoyed this episode, please be sure to subscribe and share on with others, Raising the Digital Future. Thanks so much for joining us.